Yeah, Lancy, nice to see you already. I still need a moment to set up some stuff, and then stream will start for real. Thanks for waiting, and here we are. And welcome everyone to my stream today. It's World of Warcraft again. Hello, Lancy. Yesterday we ended up here in the Arathi Highlands when I did the little history lesson. Oh, thanks. Didn't think I would be your goat. So I did a little history lesson in the Arathi Highlands here. But today we will return to Gazalga. Thank you, thank you. So sweet. Then let's see where my travels take us together. The moment they will take us to the mailbox to see what kind of money I made from my auction house deals yesterday. For 60 gold for one potion is pretty good. 24 for another one. 195 for 33 potions. Ooh, this is a whopping 1,700 gold for 60 Agari healing potions. That's a pretty good deal we did there. 17 for another and 10 for the last one. That all went pretty good. I made a bit above 2,000 gold once now, with just a bit of crafting last time. I really have to focus on that after going through the main campaign. After we finished all that. So for the main campaign we need to dive back down into the deeps. Go through the core way to the ringing deeps. The way to go. My day was a bit exhausting. This evening I did a bit of a barbecue event for 25 people. Originally it was my father who organized that event for for a group of senior people. Unfortunately, he fell ill to the annoying corona or COVID. So being sick with COVID and the big group of senior citizens is not really a good fit. So yesterday already and today I had to take care of all of that. I mean, I would have been the barbecue master anyway, but now I had to pretty much do most of the stuff on my own. I did get some help from some of the seniors, so it wasn't like that everything was, well, that I was left with everything on my own. But I did have to carry all of the stuff to the event place, get it all back again. I had to take care of the barbecue, and you don't believe how fast old people can eat. Yeah, Corona really sucks, but we have to live with it from now on. Ooh, what's that? Arcane duplication. Use the latent arcane energy you stored from an irradiated herb to magically duplicate the basic form of a nearby herb. So, like, I've been doing this these barbecue events with my dad for 3 years now, or rather this is the 3rd year. We do 5 of these a year for different senior groups that are in our town. And today was the swimming group. So they go swimming each Friday, and also went swimming before the barbecue. So they all actually were pretty hungry, and with the first batch of meat I grilled, not even everyone got a piece of it. That's how hungry everyone was. So I had to really pick up the slack. Fortunately, they are all very understanding people and wouldn't really or weren't really angry about that stuff took a bit of time sometimes. So everything was quite good. Yeah, it was really nice. And I even got some meat as well. The very first time we did this event, those old people were so hungry I didn't even get any piece of meat myself. But we learned from that and calculated a bit differently. Oh, and we're about to have an ad break, so I'm gonna just gather some stuff and head to the quest zone after that. Patients malefactors. I'm endeavoring to misappropriate the formulary for the preparation of affordable comestibles. Who will join me? I don't think I quite understand what you want to say with that Amazemon Gamazon. And ad break is beginning, so I'm gonna answer Lancy afterwards. Get that I changed my action bar fishing.
I require a target.
Oh, you got no ad? Weird. Do you have Twitch Turbo? Maybe. Yeah, that could be the reason you don't get ads. Never get ads from me. Interesting. I mean, I should have ads. At least Twitch is telling me that ads are running right now. Yeah, that is interesting, Lancy. But again,
I need to target something first.
could also be a country difference thing. I think depending on where the streamer is and where the viewer is, so depending on their countries, sometimes ads might not run for the viewer. Okay, that's a SpongeBob quote from Plankton. Well, makes sense that I didn't know that then, because I only ever watched SpongeBob in German, so I wouldn't really know the English quotes.
I require a target.
Also, you get ads for T-Mobile, and that's it. Like those little ads that appear on the side of the screen. Oh, and you only watched SpongeBob in Czech, so you don't know the English version as well. Makes sense. Let's see, this is where we have to go.
His patience is overrun. We must buy the villagers time before the reckoning can launch.
Gonna go there. But first I have to answer Francis' question of what did I have and what was it? I just have to quickly watch up how to say it in English correctly. Okay, that's cool. The one word is the same in German and English because it's probably taken from German. Watch the show in French and Dutch on your side. Well, we got a real international community here. German, French, Dutch, Czech. So what I had for meat on the barbecue today was pretty much the same everyone got. We had bratwurst or sausages from the barbecue for everyone who doesn't know the word bratwurst. We had
I need to target something first.
chicken breast, so like chicken breast fillet. At least that's how it's called in German. And pork neck.
I require a target.
Yeah, you might know what a bratwurst is, Lancy, but others might not. I don't know how it is in not European countries. I have to take care of something real quick. I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, okay, I'm back. Yeah, it's a sausage. But also I would say it's a special kind of sausage. And we got everything from a nearby butcher in the next town over. Or next village over. But you think everyone will understand what bratwurst is because it's iconic? Yeah, that could be as well. But it's always good to just describe it in general for people who might not understand. Oh, what do you have to ask, Lancy?
I must ensure my people's survival.
We have to stop this here, Shadowbun. Flames, we cannot survive if this is not stopped. At least here we can use the power of our airships. The Reckoning's guns will turn this tide. We just need the time to get ready. How's the economy for y'all? Should you try getting a job in Germany? That's a tough question. It very much depends on what kind of job you will try to get. And what your education is like. Like if you have learned a trade or studied to a bachelor or master's degree. And in which kind of field. Electromechanic. I think there would be good jobs available. since it's still a growing or a good going field in Germany, as it's electronics is needed in very many fields, and we do have a lot of companies that have a lot of to do with that. So if you want to over to Germany, try to get a job in the electromechanic field. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs available in Germany, and especially for people with higher educations. For the start, English will probably be good for quite a while. Since a lot of people in Germany speak English. In my time in school, and I think it really hasn't changed that much, we start learning English in 4th grade, maybe even 3rd grade a bit, at the end of 3rd grade. So people pretty much grow up with 2 languages at that point. And in most cases, a 3rd language in like 5th or 6th grade. Remember knowing English even before 4th grade, though. Yeah, in some cases it's taught earlier. Some cases it's a bit later. Umo don't learn English until university. Ooh, that's late. But considering where you live and that your country is a bit more French inspired, I'd say, it's understandable that English might not be priority in your country, since the French and English people never really got along well. Yeah, this crazy Lancy. And you two learned it on the site on the internet. Early Roblox YouTube taught you well. And yeah, for me, I also learned a lot of English on the internet, especially through watching anime and reading manga. After I really got into it, I watched a whole shit ton of anime. I even made myself lists for every season to watch all the anime that were newly released and that were to my liking. So at some point I regularly watched like 20 to 30, sometimes even a bit more animes per week. So 20 to 30 anime episodes per week that were newly released, and then additionally to that also other anime that caught my eye. And besides that, I was reading a lot of manga on the internet. Yeah, English is not first priority if you already have 3 national languages. That makes sense.
The darkness comes. We are prepared.
For us here in Germany, it's like, we know German is difficult to learn. Not very many people speak it, so we need to learn English to communicate with the world. Flames. They tunneled up through the lake bed. Livia's patience has already fallen.
We are surrounded by dangers.
We need time to get the reckoning ready. Take your friends and hold back the Nerubians for as long as you can. They deserve nothing but death for what they have done to our people.
Our holy mission takes a toll. Be strong, my
We have to try to save any of our people left alive in Livia's patience. Every Arathis or was a member of the military. If you can help them, they'll be able to help themselves.
Don't give in to fear.
Stalwarts, we are the wall today. Together we will stand against the darkness.
We need to evacuate the villages before the Reckoning's bombardment.
It's okay, Lancy, if you feel sleepy. Just take your rest and get your energy back up. It was really nice for you to hang out, even if it was just for a bit. It's not about how long you stay, it's that you come around and chat a bit. That's also really amazing already. Means a lot to me when people just take a moment to come around, even if they feel tired or have not much time. So really, thanks for being around. And thanks for enjoying my gameplay. And hopefully see you again soon, maybe on my next stream tomorrow. Technically, German is one of the three, but not really good with it. Yeah, I can understand that, Pumo. German is in a league of its own. Yeah, then maybe see you tomorrow, Lancy. And if you can't make it, don't worry about it. Just come around when you can and feel like it. Always nice to chat with you.
I do not have a target. Too far away.
Good night, Lancy, and sleep well. Yeah, I will enjoy the gaming. And maybe we'll also get through a big part of the main campaign today, so that will be really fun and enjoyable. One of your friends said that saying 555 in German is a tongue twister. Is that true? Maybe for people that are not native Germans.
I do not have a target.
Do you mean to say it like 555 or the number like 555?
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
I can give it a try if you want to hear some German and see if I stumble upon over my words. The backup is appreciated. Can you buy me time to put on my armor? I'll buy you time.
I require a target.
Flame bless you, outsider. I can fend for myself now. There might be others who need your help. Could be funny. Yeah, okay, then I'm gonna try it out and see if it is a tongue twister for me. So let's hide in here for a moment so nothing attacks us. So 555 translated into German is 555. So I'm gonna try to say it a few times real quick and see where I might stumble or if I twist my tongue. 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555. Not really a tongue twister for me. So I guess it's more of a tongue twister for people who are not native to German.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise. Don't despair.
It came so fast I only had time to grab my sword.
I must
So, Pumu, now you can tell your friend that you know a German who can say that without any trouble at all. I can make my way to Light's Redoubt now. Thank you.
I do not have a target. I'm out of range.
May Baladar stay in the light.
I just need a moment.
I require a target.
What's Shadow doing there? Oh, these Nerubians will feel my wrath. You have my thanks, stranger. Dim lights of the shadow's eye pierce your soul. What are you? The thing just disappeared on me. Oh. Became a shadow of me. Interesting. Is it gonna follow me now? Gonna follow me up here? Oh, the shadow just whispered to me. What are you? Really following me. What does it want from me? To the north of your country today with your car. You nearly forgot that the speed limit is different between the French and Dutch part of the country. Oh, so you were speeding a bit without actually knowing you were speeding or realizing you were speeding.
My arrows strike true.
Okay, Alaria's not reacting to that shadow.
Escape.
Anduin not as well.
If you are lost in darkness,
Interesting. Intriguing. Weird. Just following me around now. Looks like we got a shadow friend.
We burn brightly together.
This is not the day I thought I was going to have this morning. If I can just get my arm on, I can fight my way out.
Shadows find you. Call. I need to target something first.
I can make my way to Light's Read Up now, thank you. Speaking about not realizing where you are and nearly making a mistake. Did you know that in 2007 the Swiss accidentally invaded Liechtenstein? The French part, the national road, has a speed limit of 90 km per hour. In the Dutch part, 70 km per hour. But when you pass the frontier, there's no signalization about that. I see, so it's like the road continues, but suddenly there are 70 km per hour signs standing around, and you have to notice them.
We are the seekers of light. Stay.
Everyone is evacuated. The Nerubians are massing for another assault. Fall back!
I do not have a target.
No, in fact, there's not until you get to a crossroad. Damn, that sounds very impractical. I mean, here in Germany, there's always a sign if the speed limit changes. Even if it changes on the road.
Quickly! Before the Nerubians overwhelm us.
For example, there are parts here, or rather in my area where I live, there's usually on the normal roads through the land, there's a maximum speed limit of 100 km per hour, and then there are zones where you can only drive like 70, and in towns it's always 50. Sometimes out of town there are also 50 signs standing around, and sometimes even 30. And if you go on the Autobahn, so the highway, speedway, whatever it's called correctly in English, usually the speed limit is 120 km per hour, if there is a speed limit, since we in Germany are known to have fast speedways where you can drive as fast as you want. And so if I head to another area or zone, there could be a speed limit on the Autobahn of 130 km per hour, and on the other roads through the land, there's not a 100 is always there, even there, but not 70, but 80. And always if there's a change in speed limit, there's gonna be a sign for it in Germany. Even if it's one long road and you enter another part where the speed limit is different, then you will have a sign there. So what you described, Fumo, really sounds impractical, or rather like not nice, because it does sound like there's a lot of possibility to get a lot of money through speeding tickets. If there are radar controls on the road.
I will see you through the shadow.
Good job, Shadowbun. I'm surprised the Nerubians aren't fleeing already.
In my heart, there is fire.
That's the strategy. Yeah, I thought so, Fumo.
A beacon in the dark.
Thank you, Shadowbun. Between myself, Alaria, Anduin and you, I think we managed to save quite a few. The Nerubians abducted many of the rest. We need to help them.
Despite everything, the Orathi
Reckoning is ready. Let's make these spiders pay. Blood for blood.
we carry the flame into the unknown. In my heart, there is fire.
We have to get out of here now.
Where's Anduin?
Cool how many little cutscenes are here and there in the game, or in this expansion.
The light will return. Even if someone else carries the torch.
Gonna sacrifice himself. Where's Gen Greymane when you need him?
Take him! Do you see Anduin?
They dragged him down. I lost track of him.
Ash! We can't let them reach Merodar! Blast them apart!
I got a fun little toy to play with here.
The sacred flame protects us!
Now I can even use holy flame powers. Let it burn.
The darkness hungers. Let's give Zalatat's forces a taste of their own shadows.
Ooh, that's cool. You can even swap between ballista areas.
Too far away.
Fun. Raining down destruction on everything. Only a few more to go. And the last one. You're the last one.
Bring them back. Let's get Anduin.
Hold on. We don't know what's down there. Reinforcements are on the way. We could wait.
We'll lose his trail.
You're right. Let's make those monsters pay for everything they've done.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. But you get random guild invites in this game. Really annoying.
Flames! They were ready for us. Brace yourselves!
Ooh, that's a big one. What is that? There's Farron.
We owe our service
What
to those
fools we are.
despite everything.
Damn it all. We were too hasty and now my people are paying the price. We were fools to think the Nerubians wouldn't be prepared for an incursion. Arathi soldiers are made of stern stuff, but even they will struggle to walk off an airship crash. I will keep everyone here safe. Please go into the field and rescue as many people as you can.
Be strong, my friend.
What have you learned?
Anduin survived that swarm. I do not doubt that for a moment. Even so, the Nerubians are everywhere, and he's just one man. Wherever he goes, wherever he is taken, I will find him. Find me any sign that he yet lives. That is all I need to follow him to Azeroth's end.
I will not fail again. Anduin would not have given up without a fight. He has to be down there.
Yeah, he wouldn't just die without an epic scene or so.
Outsider, yes.
Our reinforcements are already inbound. These spiders just decided where our next wall will go. Clear landing zone for General Steel Strike.
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
Damn, that was a bit too late. Light for Fant, this place is a nightmare. Thought I was done for. Thank you. Thank you, Hunter. I will find the others. Soon be time to start our own guild, so we won't get any random guild invites. But Kumo can join my guild when he finally decides to start playing World of Warcraft. Reticulated pieces are banned and broken beyond repair. Never stood a chance. We have to regroup.
I need to target something first.
Cover. Well, I guess it's a herb for another person then. Handle my quest there.
I require a target.
And let's just do that.
I search each
I will not risk the Nerubians flanking us again. The ambush is now our staging ground.
We must rely on outsiders to save the Arathi.
Our advantage is air superiority. The Nerubians are threatening that with their mines. Your mount is more maneuverable than our skiffs. Get in the air and take those mines out. I will deploy what resources I can to provide you some blessings to improve your capabilities.
We lose so many to the darkness.
I will not yield this ground. Get out there and kill anything with more than 2 legs. No, I don't want to kill my bear.
The day of darkness changed everything.
Do I really have to kill my bear now because it has more than 2 legs? I don't want to do that.
We have strayed from favor. The Emperor rewards the faithful.
Other mines. That one? Okay, I have to get the buff again and then I got one more. Now we're ready. Ooh, special enemy. Vile Wing. Let's see what's so vile about this wing.
I do not have a target.
Did that cocoon just slide in here? See what we got. Yeah, that's better than what I own. That's better than even what I got now. Nice ring. Getting stronger by the minute. At least this minute. Though it's not but a scrap, the worn threads of his fabric seem familiar.
I need to target something first. I must get closer.
We're now in the last part of the available campaign, I think.
The flame burns for all of us. I do not have a target.
Thankfully none of these appear human. It seems unlikely that Anduin met his demise here. That's good to know.
We must prepare for Belladar to shift.
Well done. The right weapon for the right front.
Caution is
Well done. Self-woven into strands and saturated with aromas that convey the value to any vendor of Ashkahet. Is this a currency or is this woven transferable? So, I think this is a currency.
We are surrounded by dangers.
Ooh, I can do some fishing here. Right.
I require a target.
Oh, we're to Ghoulfish. You have to get rid of that Ghoulfish whenever you get it. Because if you don't, you only get Ghoulfish. Rock buddy. Proudly show the world your most treasured companion. Truly unique and special friend. Look at this rock. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it magnificent? Isn't it rocky? So amazing, it's even sticking through my hand. Can you believe that?
Do you see any sign of that woman who saved us?
No. But I did find tracks leading south. And there's something foul down there as well.
You've returned. I trust you have news?
I do not miss.
Shattered gauntlet and some scraps of cloth, but no corpse. That's good, at least. He's alive, and he fought back. Still, it's not much to go on. Most rangers would be understandably stumped. Luckily, I am not most rangers.
She cannot hide from me.
Thank you, Shadowban. On behalf of those you saved, no one deserves to die alone in the dark, least of all in a place like this.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
When we crashed, the Nerubians were upon us in an instant. We would have lost nearly everyone we've brought with us had someone not intervened. I do not know who or what stepped in on our behalf, but if there's even a shred of hope that we have allies in this place, then we must seize upon it and refuse to let go.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here. We need to regroup.
There's no time. You find the others. I'll find Anduin.
Ashes! She's
Run.
gone to safety.
That startled me for a moment, and hello Caesar, nice to see you. Or rather to hear you. The minute you put run, the bird flapped the wings. Also hello.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, was a well-timed redeem of that. They ask when are you gonna do another skibidi toilet with lady. I don't know. For now I'm
I do not
at least want to finish the main campaign here in World of Warcraft, and only after that I'll see. Rating the FNAF songs. Might be an idea for the future. Oh, good thing there was this pool of blood down here or so.
So, you survived the ambush. Impressive. The roots brought us both here.
I've seen many things threaten the great roots, though I admit that this black blood seems particularly virulent. Who are you? Who I am is none of your concern. I've watched you since you and you started trekking through the depths. I think you have a good heart, and I think you'll understand the threat that this black blood seems to pose to our world. For now, that will have to be enough. I'm not at liberty to say more. Black blood? What is that? It is what you see before you, blood of ancient enemies that has coalesced deep within the earth. This black blood was dislodged when the world itself suffered a grievous wound. It has been spreading ever since, and it is dangerous. That is all you need to know.
Let nature take its course.
You survived? Excellent. You have much to do.
Do not fear the dark.
See creatures in the unseeming. Creatures in the unseeming can see you. That doesn't sound good.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Truthfully, I do not care what the Nerubians are plotting. They are not the first upstart people seeking power, and they certainly won't be the last. The problem is how they are going about it. I fear that tampering with this black blood will threaten far more than the delicate ecosystem of Kazalga. We must make sure that they never return to this pit again. The equipment is still strewn throughout the pit. Destroy as much of it as you can manage.
The world watch over you.
This is not exactly the place for a long talk, so I will be brief. These roots you see are part of something much greater than you know, and it is my job to protect them. If it isn't obvious to you already, this place is teeming with writhing black blood. If we do not act, it will spread deeper and further still. You want allies? Fine. Help me cleanse this place and protect these roots. I will at least hear you out.
May you lend your song to her. The black blood is dangerous, especially in Nerubian hands. End their efforts here. I will meet you above, if you survive again.
How can I get this to stack? Need to change my here and get Alice out. These the creatures in the unseeming. See how far this deck. What kills me? Oh, we got an achievement for that. Acquire 100 stacks of unseeming shift in the maddening deep. Well, I guess we now know it stacks to 100. Good thing we realized that just before the ad will start, and I'm gonna get something to drink real quick during the ad, so I'll be back in a moment. And here I am again. So let's continue here for a bit. Ah, I got a rare drop. Do you mean, what did I get? Oh, I can see it slowly flying towards me. Oh, two more. Why are there so many bears? Let's make it quicker. Well, a lot of bears you threw there, Fumo. Didn't I tell you to at least go
Too far away.
a bit lighter on the bears in the future?
I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target. I need to target something first. I must get closer.
It's a bit like the punishment wheel, but I had bully me since I started.
I require
Not really since I started streaming, but since I became an affiliate. And it's like Fumo's life quest to use that at least once on as many streams as possible.
So, you made it out alive. I knew I was right about you.
Imagine if Bully would be Syra doing the VTuber self-introduction song. Oh, what's the VTuber self-introduction song? Do I even want to know the answer to that question? I still have to kill one more enemy here.
I'm out of range. I do not have a target.
You have shown your true form, or whether this is forbidden.
The black blood spreads deeper every day. We need their aid.
We need nothing from them.
Enough! We both know our charge. They are of this world, and they too seek to defend it.
On higher. She speaks with the song of the world. You know it, as do I.
The others won't hear of this.
At least it will not be the first tradition we have broken.
Go, all of you. I will join you soon.
As it's forbidden to show your true form, proceeds to show his true form as well.
You have come far, stranger.
Nerubians are a bold people, but this seems extreme, even for them.
I shall watch for you, wild guide.
Between your sweat and my spell work, we've managed to at least contain the problem to this blighted cave. Blighted cavern. Still, what a disaster. If this is what one cave of the stuff can do, I shudder to think what the Nerubians might do with more of it. Do I want a ring or do I want another ring? I think I take this one.
Do not fear the dark.
We even got a level up.
Let nature take
My people do not think that this black blood is a threat to our world. It has sat dormant for ages after all. Why should that change now? But the world is changing more quickly than my people realize. The Nerubians' decision to extract the blood from their own ends. Proof of that. The Nerubians hold a watchtower not far from here. The ones who survived the pit could not have gotten too far. We should give chase immediately.
Perhaps we'll meet again. Come with me. You need to know what you fight against.
First I want to see what... Get here. Skywriting glyph somewhere here. Right in this tower. In a safe place, slowly healing, keeping shifts.
Not a battle. A hunt.
This might have been Aleria.
The trail runs cold.
Seeing there's a
Check the watchtower.
arrow stacking in this Nerubian's ass. That's probably, yeah, alchemy knowledge. Good stuff.
Your path leads you deep, stranger. The city of threads. The heart of Ajkahet. Bled dry and dying. None who enter leave in one piece. Your friend is likely dead.
We will get him back.
Can't accept that. So you follow your path and I will follow mine. You have survived so far. Keep doing so. I hope we meet again.
I think she is some kind of troll fog. This thing looks creepily cute, I have to admit. The bizarre creature's eyes remain locked upon you, unwavering. Nudge something towards you, a scroll with a thick seal of violet wax. The words on the parchment appear burned, not written. A venomous tang singes your nose. Blind and alone, you stumble in the dark, I offer you a thread to cling to. Follow it, should you wish to find your allies. Let's follow Spindle. Strange creature blinks at you placidly, waiting only a moment before scurrying into the dark. Let's see where this is taking us. Just disappeared and left us alone. Wasn't that supposed to be our guide? The spider gestures frantically towards the road before crouching down behind a bush. It seems to want you to hide.
Watch and lurk, drudges. There will be no interruptions on Ascension Day.
Okay. Panicked, the minuscule spider quickly envelopes you in a mass of webs before scurrying off down the road. Spindle pull us into that cocoon. Cowering spider waits for an opening in the violence before skittering away from the predators. Oh, we have a lot of quests everywhere.
Scurry on, little scarab. The Weaver bids you welcome.
Okay, these are big spiders in armor. Let's go to this nest egg first.
I require a target.
Bone Drinker. What a lovely name. Widow Arachni, the Weaver. Curious to know what their relation to the Queen of the Nerubian is. Kind of role the Weaver plays. Or if that's just a fancy title they give themselves.
Come in, come in. You are most welcome here. Such a fascinating visit.
So you followed my guiding line to its terminus. For both of our sakes, I'm glad that your zeal outpaces your survival instincts.
Oh, I'll remember you.
Stuff.
Do keep in touch.
Make no mistake, I have no intention of sending you off to skitter about in the dark like a freshly hatched beetle. It wouldn't do to have my little morsel snatched up by a starving cave borer. You must educate yourself, my dear. Your allies have found themselves ensconced in the torrid tapestry. Only by familiarizing themselves with this erstwhile architects can you hope to reclaim them. Luckily for you, I have made some of my personal resources available to you.
I'll be watching.
What you see up here is like a renown bar, but for a single person or individual. And so you can strengthen your reputation with some chosen individuals sometimes, which can then further unlock special things.
Follow your thread, morsel.
But I already
Our threads will cross again.
got that.
May the weave favor you.
You have endured quite the evening since your ill-fated little shipwright, haven't you? Worry not, little morsel. You will find that my friends here are most accommodating, even to someone with your predilections, strange as they may be. Please take a moment to explore. Avail yourself of my many amenities. With luck, you will find some sorely needed rest. Oh, but do take care not to move about too quickly. Sudden movements, I'm sure you understand.
Come back. You must be quite tired. Take a moment. Familiarize yourself with your surroundings. And no doubt you have questions for me as well. A little weave rat told me you arrived.
Tell me about yourself.
I'll remember you. I am the widow Arachni. For many years I officially served as the royal weaver to Queen Nephris. Unofficially, I pursued a variety of additional interests. But now my beloved queen is dead, and her daughter has been led astray by a so-called harbinger. I will not allow this creature to usurp our great kingdom for her own ends, but I cannot stop her alone.
Oh hi, Miro TV. What's up?
I've heard much about
It's going pretty good for me. We are playing World of Warcraft, as you can see, and we are in the last part of the main campaign that is available at the moment. We entered Ashkahet a little while ago. Now we met the Weaver here. He was telling us a bit about the Nerubian politics and history, I think. Tell me about the enemy forces.
Follow your thread. This harbinger has the entirety of Ashkahet's military at her disposal. Before her arrival, General Anobazal led the kingdom's forces. Ansurek deposed him in favor of one of the harbinger's pet ascended. And now the army's ranks teem with those corrupted wretches. Step into my parlor.
Tell me about the Ascended.
Come back again, little Morse. The Ascended are the Harbinger's gift to Ansurek. A fierce contingent of violent hunter-killers, made by the Harbinger in the darkest depths of the city's transformatory. They are impossibly strong, and I have no army of my own. If I am to reach Ansurek and dispose of the Harbinger, then I will need to find a way to subvert her military might from within.
That's a pretty cool game, but saying what the main objective is quite hard, since it's an MMORPG. So story-wise, the main objective is to get to know this zone at the moment. So we are in an area called Kazalga, which is compromised, or which is made up of the Isle of Dawn, which is on the surface, and these three zones that are below the surface, bringing Deeps, Hallowfall, and Ashkahet. And at the moment, like story-wise, the main objective is to gather allies and to try to stop the Nerubians, who are like pretty much like this, big spiders. But the spider we see in front of us now is like a revolutionary to the other Nerubians. Soon there's gonna be the release of this raid, Nerub Our Palace, and there we will fight Queen Ansurek, who is at the moment the main evil. Although we already know that in her shadows is the so-called Harbinger, who offered her a deal for power and is pretty much controlling her at this point, I would say. So the story will develop from that further. Otherwise, you can also say that increasing your reputations with certain factions can be a main objective for some people. Some people like to gather as many mounts as they like. Others want to gather as many pets as they can. Some people want to ultimately completely fill up their toy box. And there's always the good old transmog and glamour stuff to look the finest. It's really like many MMORPGs. After finishing the story, there's a lot of other stuff to do that you can always do.
At last, our threads
Tell me about the
are
Queen's inner circle.
Even if we do not engage the Harbinger directly, a more subtle approach will prove equally as difficult. What I need is an ally in Ansurek's inner circle. Someone who can come and go without suspicion. The denizens of the burrows speak of a vizier, some manner of patriot who works from within the Queen's walls. He would do nicely, if only I knew his identity.
Oh, thank you. I like my model a lot as well.
I've been expecting you.
Know where my allies are.
Favor you. Worry not, little morsel. I'm well aware that you did not come down here alone. I've already sent my weave rats to track down your compatriots. Consider it a gesture of good faith. And with luck, the start of a long and mutually beneficial relationship. Welcome, little morsel.
Now you see how the stage has been set. You have arrived in the middle of the play. I fear, but you needn't worry. You've time yet to play a most vital role.
Threads will cross again.
Well, let's check out the other parts of the city. Oh, thank you for that, although you haven't really seen me play a lot. I've mostly just talked to the Weaver. But if you stick around, you will see a lot more of gameplay soon. Since we just entered this city here. Oh, thanks for the follow, Miro TTV. Yeah, the support is very much appreciated. It's always nice to see new people on stream. Or in chat, rather. Now we know where the repair vendor is. Weaver's orders. The Cobras are growing bold down within Tagrethan Abyss. Someone must keep them in check before they arise, become a problem to our plans. Also, the Cobras are in Ashkahead as well. I thought they were more of an Arathi problem. Ah, thank you. Really nice.
At last, our threads entwine.
Well, are you not impressed with my hospitality?
Do keep in touch. I'll be watching.
See the following storylines in Ashkahead. Oh! We already finished the first part of the Ashkahead main campaign.
Step into my parlor.
The Weaver's Gift. The little weave rat tells me that an intriguing series of events are playing out to the north. It seems there has been a remarkably coincidental waterfall of failures marring the military efforts there. I want to know who is responsible. Look into it for me and see if your curiously binary eyes can pluck out any potential allies. Some of your little friends are among the escapees drawing the ire of one. Zev Karl. Do go catch up. Tell them the Weaver bids them greetings.
Come, there is no gift more valuable than information, my little morsel. Now shoot.
Why is this big spider giving kinda mommy vibes? Got questions? Ask the Weaver. I'm just here to take dictation. Hey, her ladyship has a lead on some really strange bat that was flying around the Wormlands. The spies reported it behaving more like a person than a bat. We think we might have a druid out there, but it ain't revealing itself to the Nerubians on purpose. You have one of those faces that make people hesitate before punching. Head out there and take a good look. You have one of those faces that make people hesitate before punching. That's a great line. I love that. Sure, I hope we can have some more nice chats in the future. Have a fantastic day. Hey, her ladyship has a... Okay, her ladyship has a lead on some really strange bat that was flying around the Wormlands. The spies reported it behaving more like a person than... Oh, I already read that. Making the underworld go round. Hey there, overcrawler. You're looking more than a little out of your element here. You get run over by an airship or something? Whatever, doesn't matter. Take it from one outsider to another. If you're going to survive down here, you're gonna need to learn the rules of the road. All's all well and good where you came from, but down here you're gonna need cash. And lots of it. Now here, consider this a token of goodwill from Lady Pettypals up there. Go get yourself something nice. Why are you here? Oh, I'm putting the stuff in code so the other Nerubians can't read it. Yeah, it's in common. Turns out Kaheti can't read so good. Their writing is all touch and scent based. The Weaver thought it would be a great way to keep secrets from the locals. They even have a hard time telling people apart. At first I thought they were just being, you know, spider-centric or something. Then it turned out they literally can't tell a goblin from a trog if it weren't for the smell.
On your way.
Interesting to know.
What treasures I have.
Do you have to for sell? Dubious vial of vigor. Increases stamina. Probably. Looks like it has been sitting for a while. It would be advisable to shake before imbibing.
Do return again.
Let's drink it. Increases stamina. Probably. Didn't know how much stamina I had before, so I'm not sure if it increased my stamina.
Do not waste my time.
Get a good look around. This place is pretty spooky even for a savvy gal like me. But get enough cash together and you'll be able to buy all sorts of stuff both here and in the City of Threats. Linny looks you up and down. Then again, you're probably still gonna get eaten, so maybe look into fine Nerubian gravestones.
Hit the road.
Time to get up here. Ah, that's the inn, not a path. Or a tunnel. Special enemy detective. Or detected.
I do not have a target.
New code. More herbs for me. Cool thing about fish in this game is you can just run away from them.
Too far away. I need to target something first.
fishing on level 90 already. Herbalism is... Ooh, I have 5 more knowledge to spend. Maybe get some knowledge increasing stuff already. Use that. Look like. Yeah, can use this. 4 more knowledge. And then we're only 2 knowledge away from not having to dismount for gathering herbs.
Friend, you weren't followed, were you? When shadow falls, lamplight
We
is
thought we were well hidden. Clearly not as hidden as we would have liked, but I'm grateful to see you nonetheless.
a beacon in the dark.
We found these prisoners fleeing a nearby Nerubian military base. Circumstances of their escape are unclear even to them. Hey, Cruzy. How are you doing today? Thanks for dropping by. As if someone else created the opening they needed to escape. They need rest, but we need to find out what happened in there. But first, maybe once they've regained some of their strength, they'll remember something.
A meal should offer some strength and comfort after all they've been through.
Yeah, it's nice that it's finally Friday, weekend ahead. Any nice plans for the upcoming days?
Despite everything, the Orathi find joy.
Some of my people found a few Haranir set up one of their camps to the southwest. They were missing some vital supplies, so my people offered to help out. However, I worry about how they are all getting along over there. Could you check in on them? Make sure we are being good hosts to the Haranir? And that nobody has inadvertently offended anyone, please?
A beacon in the dark.
I am glad to see you are well, Shadowban. I have recently received word that a number of the Aero Knights have taken shelter in a camp close to where the airship was seized in midair. Would you check on them?
We carry the flame into the unknown. The guards near us were arguing about new orders. Then they just walked off. Have you seen the flora here?
I joined the Dragon Scale expedition for adventure, to be the first to research the flora and fauna of new lands and document as much as I could. So being down here, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. To think all this time, entire civilizations existed just beneath the surface. Oh, if only my camera hadn't broken.
If only I had my camera.
The Emperor rewards the faithful.
You need something?
A lot of us survivors have heard stories about the Spiral Weave. Seems like it's a place where the Nerubians have some heavy military operations going on. Taking the fight to them would help put a serious dent in the Nerubians' war plans.
Be careful. Hey there. For the Alliance.
Hey, we got a Worgen here.
Don't stay behind, Finn. Might want to get the madman before the venom does.
Good to see a friendly face. A solvent was knocked over and dissolved the webbing of our cages. How fortunate.
That really sounds like some kind of plot to follow them and to follow the prisoners after they escaped and then get to their main base or so. These people have been through so much. Civilians, not even soldiers. Most of them didn't sign up for this. Yet they became prisoners of war. Anything back at the Nerubian base would give us an advantage, we have to take it. Someone got left behind, we need to do something about that. I hate to say it, but these people need someone to protect them here. I have to stay. Find this straggler, and while you're at it, take a peek behind enemy lines. See if you can find anything useful.
Don't madman or no. I won't stand for a single soul being left behind. Go find him.
Will do.
Greetings, man. Spirits be with you.
Peace took our people, dragged them away when we were getting our first rest since our escape. We only just escaped those Nerubians, we can't afford to lose more people. Such pillar nest, Vosh. It's where all those beasts came from. If we are lucky, our people are still alive. These spore-afflicted beasts at pillar nest, Vosh, been a thorn and... Ooh. Should stay away from the space bar with my thumb when talking to people. These spore-afflicted beasts are pillar nest, Vosh, being a thorn in our sights and setting up Farron's advance. They be spreading thick clouds of spores. I never be seeing anything like it. They already attacked once, won't be long till they attack again. If we got any hope of surviving, we need to cull their numbers. Go to Pillar Nest Wash and take some of those spore-afflicted beasts out. Those spore-addled beasts are no joke. Clear them out, but keep on your toes. I can only hope our mission expedition members are still alive. Be swift and think quickly. Good luck. Yeah, okay, let's take care of this real quick. Oh, there's something to read.
Who sent you?
Or rather, a mad Nerubian. They will never rise, none of them. No vision, can't see, can't climb to the Wait, who goes there? Who are you? What are you? The old Nerubian seems to taste the air around her. I could eat you. I can taste you. Ha! The little one can barely digest the tiny flies by the river. Who are you? Who am I? What kind of question? Bow. Bow before me, overcrawler, for I am a queen. Was. But no more. They cast me out, exiled me. Me, a queen. Why were you exiled? I feared power and strength. I had both in space. I was going to lead us above, out from the dark, but no. You would have thought that the stab that took me out would have come from above, yes? Yes. But no, it came from my very own people. Traitors. They said I was mad. They said they did not wish to fight battles, crouching in the dusty webs, moaning about missing the days of old, when all they needed to do was seize the day. Seize it. No, they sit in the dust, and I sit here, forgotten. Be gone now. Let this ancient one be.
We shall rise.
Is that Nerubian really mad, or was she actually a queen in the past? I know that the previous queen was killed by her daughter after the queen didn't want to do a deal with the Harbinger. Ugh, my skull. You have my... Thanks, friend. I will meet you back at Farron's Advance. So the The previous queen was killed by the current queen after the previous queen didn't want to do a deal with Zalatath, but the current queen did. And so the previous queen had to be removed from office. And what easier way is there to remove a monarch of any kind from office than to kill them? Thorin's body appears to have multiple claw marks. Fungal spores cover his body. Corrupt spore cloud. Corrupted with mind-controlling fungal spores. Doesn't really sound like something you want to experience yourself. My thanks, friend. Any longer out here and the bees would have ripped me to shreds. Like, yeah, I'll be seeing you back in camp. With the numbers of those spore-afflicted bees reduced, we bought more time to think of a more permanent solution. You did all you could, I'd be in your debt. We will honor Jetty's memory by dealing with the nest. As I was dragged through the pillar nest, I caught a glimpse of Fungarians inside the cave. They were ridding those bees with spores, the same spores that cloud around them. Did anyone else see a large Fungarian? There was a huge one planting fungal spore pots around the cave. Perhaps that was the leader. I didn't see any big Fungarians, but I did see Jetty making a run for it. One of the fungal spore pots popped near him. He didn't make it. Fungarians, no wonder there be all those spores afflicting the pillar nest. The fungal spore pots and that large Fungarian are what we would be worrying about. Emara's mention of a large Fungarian planting fungal pots worries me. Gotta be something down in that cave. We can't just be waiting for Fungarians to attack with a nest of mind-controlled beasts. We gotta prune that plan before it has a chance to bloom. Get to Pillar Nest Wash and kill that Fungarian leader. Thought you said Hungarian at first. Well, there's only one letter difference between Fungarian and Hungarian, so it's easy to mishear that, especially with my nice German accent, which might make me pronounce words differently than other would be. there's an ongoing joke about German pronunciation with the brains going on. I think I speak very clearly, honestly. Can't be easy. Yeah, sometimes it isn't easy. I do realize myself that at some points I do not pronounce words correctly. I try to then correct myself. And I do pronounce the word the incorrectly at some points, but most of the case I just then don't bother with correcting myself there, because it would also disrupt the flow of reading or talking. So the ongoing joke about the English pronunciation in German trains. Don't know about other countries, but in the far distance trains or long distance trains like the ICE or the CE, there's if you reach a train station, which is mostly large cities for those trains, there's always a message going through the train from the staff of the Deutsche Bahn, which is the biggest train company in Germany. So Deutsche Bahn translates as pretty much as German train or German trains. And this message is said once in German and then also translated into English for any non-German speakers. And pretty much everyone knows how that there are cases when it's very wrongly pronunciated or pronounced. So when that comes, everyone is just in their heads or, no, I don't want to join that guild, or saying it even loud. So like this: thank you for traveling with Deutsche Bahn. Which should be said as thank you for traveling with Deutsche Bahn. Pretty much every German knows that. It's on the level where it could actually be a meme, but probably was turned into a meme sometime. But it's more like a non-written down cultural meme, or an orally imparted meme. Can't just be waiting for the Hungarians to attack with a nest of mind-controlled beasts. We gotta prune that plant before it has a chance to bloom. Get to Pilaness Wash and kill that Hungarian leader. Agaricus Festerbloom is the Hungarian responsible for the mind-controlled beast at Pilaness Wash.
Spirits be with you, man.
Love isolated memes like that. And I'm glad I could show you or tell you about something like that, Cruzy. Hope you have a lot of fun with that. I also did once on English teacher of mine did tell me something or tell us in class something once. Just looking it up real quick. He found one with English subtitles, so you all can read it as well. All and fit in here. So this is a skit about learning English that I originally heard from an English teacher in school. And if you liked that of the Deutsche Bahn before, Cruzy, then I'm sure you will like this as well. So here it goes. Oh, you got ads, Cruzy. I'm gonna restart it for you then after the ads are over. Sorry, I didn't realize the ads were running, and talking to you is not really helpful because you can't hear me. Oh, you're back already, Cruzy? My ad manager tells me there are still 2 minutes of ads running. Somehow I get feeling ads on my channel are weird. Cruzy, I'm gonna... That must be short amount for your area. Yeah, could be. Could be. I guess I have to look into that a bit. So I'm gonna replay it for you, Cruzy, so you can also hear the voice acting. Not just mine, it varies depending on people's location. Yeah, I thought so as well already. But I still want to look into it a bit to really know how that goes. Well, here goes the skit again, so you can also hear the voice acting and not just read the captions or the subtitles, or what's it called. Yeah, subtitles is pretty much the correct word. Because you need to hear the German speaking English to really get it all. No sound on it. Okay, we are gonna... I have to bring the sound to it. Yeah, just give me a moment. Still no sound, it seems. Do that.
Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebens...
Do you hear sound now? Okay, great. Then I'm gonna restart it again. So 3 times the charm.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
I think you really need to hear it to understand it. Okay, subtitles are good, but you need to hear the German pronunciation. What are you thinking about? Yeah, I needed to hear it. Subtitles didn't work. Yeah, the subtitles do not convey the wrong pronunciation, just the meaning behind it. And so it's pretty often that Germans pronounce the H sounds as an S sound. So like for this sinking, also many people say the instead of the. So this is a little skit to improve your English, because it can save lives if you understand what the other person is talking about.
Stay away.
Consider it a professional hunch, but those spores coming out of those fungal pots and the ones afflicting all the beasts are connected. Maybe if we destroy the fungal spore pots, it'll slow whatever control those Fungarians have on the beast. Take these antifungal fire bombs and torch as many fungal spore pots as you can. Hungarians are the little screamers. I hope you all enjoyed that little excursus on wrongful German pronunciation of English words. I'm happy to hear you liked it, Crucy. Bomb it with unstable fungal pot. Oh, that was the special enemy I had to kill here in the cave. Didn't quite realize that. Deep root. Deep grove roots. I got another point of knowledge, so now we can gather herbs while mounted. That's so nice. Can just fly somewhere. Even if stuff is attacking me, I can just fly away. It saves so much time. Excellent work, my friend. That will keep these beasts in check. That Hungarian leader's plans are over and the camp is safe again. Thank you, friend. Now that the Hungarians have been stopped, Pillar Nest Wash gonna be less of an issue. Baron's advance be safe for now. Safety down here? I suspect I'll still be sleeping with one eye open. I won't soon forget the feeling of those webs. I will watch and make sure those beasts don't stray too close to camp. If they do, they will swiftly discover why I'm called Skull Breaker. I'll whip up something to ease your mind and help you rest. Ooh, herbs. Herbs for me. And some fishies. See what we can catch today. Has any one of you any real life fishing experience?
Now, shoo, little spider. You'll blow my cover. You. Over here. And stay low. I'm all ears.
Don't draw attention, look, something's happening up there. Ask Flynn why he stayed behind. I was looking around trying to find an antidote to being a bit stabbed with a venomous dagger when that little spider with the bell found me. Came with a note from someone called the Weaver. The Weaver wants anything I can find, he winces. In exchange, she has the antidote for this burning venom waiting for me. I'm very motivated. The heat is eating a hole through my shoulder, so I'm looking for something about other captives, invasion plans, weaknesses, anything. Not to mention, I took some of my personal effects that I wasn't willing to leave without. I'm not sentimental about gifts, but Sean knows blades, I want them back. Venomed, afflicted by Nerubian venom to keep particularly rowdy prisoners incapacitated. You haven't missed much. Fumo, real life fishing is not everyone's cup of tea. I have pretty much only two, but the second one isn't really better. So, one experience with fishing. I was pretty small bun at that point in time, going fishing with my dad. Since we have or let me say it differently, there's a fishing lake in one of the smaller villages making up our community of villages. And my dad is part of the fishing club that does not own the lake, but owns the fishing rights in that lake. So he is allowed to fish there. And when I was around 5 or 6 years old, we went there and did some fishing. And I was pretty excited then, because it was a new experience, and as you probably know, little kids are always excited about new experiences, at least at first. And so we waited there, were quiet, and actually we caught something. To be more exact, we caught a pike. Or pickerel. Don't know which word to use better as a translation. I hope you do know what kind of fish I mean with that. I mean, I could just look it up and show you a picture of it. So that's kind of fish we fished up. Down there. And so we caught that one, and they can get quite big. So this fish we caught was pretty much half as big as I was. And as a little kid, I had a very, very big dislike of getting dirty hands. It wasn't that I didn't like to get my hands dirty, but I didn't like the feeling of something sticking on my hands or so. So I pretty much tried to not get anything on my hands. And my dad thought it would be a good idea to take a picture of me holding that fish. And so he put that fish on my finger, like he took care that. I think they have teeth. Not sure about at the moment, or something similar to teeth, because these are predator fish. And so yeah, he took care that I wouldn't sting my finger on teeth, but he hung the jaw of the fish on my finger, and I had to hold it while he was taking a picture with his Polaroid camera back then. Yeah, Polaroid camera, you hit correctly. It's been a while. And so there exists a picture of little bunny me with a fish on my finger and just crying there because I didn't really like that. And yeah, so that was my fishing experience. Which explains why I didn't really continue with experiencing more about fishing in real life. Game fishing, everything is okay. There's no one sticking a fish on my finger in the game. But real life fishing, nah.
Damn, am I thirsty.
Look where Flynn is indicating. Oh, Kathleen.
My orders were clear. And yet, more overcrawlers regularly slip from our grasp. Failure! Unacceptable! Not only does this shame you, it shames me. Which means no one will hear of it. Clean up this refuse and get it out of my sight. And if you breathe a word of this to anyone, you're next.
Yeah, we need to take care of that spider. Happy to hear that my childhood story makes you love Fumo.
Watch your back out.
I definitely had everything under control, Flynn winces, but I'll admit, this venom is dulling my otherwise lightning-quick reflexes, Shadowbun.
Let's get out alive.
Even with the general gun, it's not going to be easy getting out of here. This place is infested. I know I'm hiding it well, but I'm not exactly feeling my best. I'm not sure I'll be much help in this state. You're going to have to clear a path for us.
Don't look back. Let's get out alive.
To add insult to injury, they disarmed me. I'm not leaving without those blades. While we are looking, keep an eye out for any evidence of what's going on here. Anything that could give us an advantage against the Nerubians. Something strange happened that provided us the opening to escape. I have a feeling that could be something we can exploit.
I need my weapons. And something for this Weaver so she'll give me an antidote. Since I like being alive.
Yeah, being alive is nice. I like being alive. Being alive rules.
What's the word?
Far better than not being alive.
I require a target.
Looks like my fellow prisoners escaping was no coincidence. These orders came from a Nerubian. A new Bazal.
One fragment of an official document with letters that appear to have been burned instead of written. Signed with the name Anu Bazal.
I do not have a target.
From everything I know, if a Nerubian has a name with Anub, they're most of the time pretty important.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
Seems that Zev Call fellow we saw is getting pheromones sent to him? From a general? No idea what that means, though.
Let's get that herb there. You little pests. Don't bother me while I'm trying to get some herb.
Too far away. I must get closer.
Damn, am I thirsty. Watch your back out here.
Filthy overcrawler!
I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
take those. Feeling more like myself already.
I'm out of range.
I think I had to deal with Finn Flarewind. Flynn Fairwind, not Finn Flarewind.
Too far away.
Flynn Fairwind in the past already, but I don't quite remember in which context. He is actually a recurring character. That much I'm sure.
I'm out of range.
Alice is crazy,
Do not have a target.
attacking the Rubians who are recovering.
I require a target.
Unworthy pests.
I do not have a target.
I am well acquainted with that particular bottle of...
In my defense, they disarmed me and venomed me. Also, does this look infected to you? Anyway, if not for all that, I would have helped. You have my word.
Watch your back out here.
There must be something around here of value to the Reaver. A pair of sea-weathered blades. Solid evidence of strange circumstances surrounding the prisoner's escape from Rakzakas. A discarded flask with a red residual venom sludge stuck in the bottom. The burning tang singes your nose. Oh, that's not that one. The bit that remains smells foul. The label reads, "For you, Zefkal. Pity you can't make your own. Cordially, General Anub Azal." That's the General Anub Azal again.
Spiders everywhere.
It seems like enough to trade to the Weaver for that antidote. Anub Azal is a good lead to investigate. Maybe he'll barter like the Weaver did and we'll get something even better from him. Sounds like a good risk to me. Well, let's get a new staff.
Look back.
Ooh, it's drill stuff. A double-sided drill. You know what they say about double-sided drills?
Let's get out alive.
This Anub Azal gave the orders that led to the prisoner's escape. Zefkal here didn't seem very pleased with that. So how about this? You sneak into Siegehold and make best friends with Anub Azal. Easy. I've noticed a lot of cargo being ferried over. I'm sure no one would notice if we just swept out the contents of a particular crate. In the meantime, I'll share our discoveries with the Weaver. I'd love to come with you, but I'd rather not tempt more flint stabbings today.
We've got a plan now. Sneak into a crate and get a lift to Siegehold. Find this Anubazal. Meanwhile, I'll get this intel to the Weaver and get that antidote.
Yeah, you get that antidote, I get that Myco Bloom. I made the herb live. Not sure what that does. Hopefully it gives me a lot of herbs. Only withering samples. I need those for alchemy. I think. Here. Bubbling microbloom culture. herbs. Yes, I'm gonna get to the chest in a moment. I love my bombs. This might be good sometimes. Get to that red spawn cache.
I must get closer.
Then get these herbs. I need a lot of herbs.
I need to target something first.
Perfect. And then we're gonna catch some fish. Yeah, Dornish pike. We need to go to the Dalaran sewer turtle. Totally forgot about that yesterday. We're gonna follow this quest line until we get back to the Weaver. And then we're gonna check on the Dalaran sewer turtle. Get away from me. I'm just the box.
What an interesting delivery. Everyone, return to your duties, now! Approach, intruder.
What an interesting delivery you are. I have use for you. I am General Anub Azal. I love having little bipeds like you in the Siege. However, that is no longer up to me. Zefkal is pushing me out of my own military stronghold and collecting overcrawlers to boot. The Queen has deemed him High General, but he is unnatural, warped and unfit. This will not stand. I have decided to use you and your kind against Zefkal, and yes, you will get something out of it. Search that rubbish pile there, you will see. Oh, Gazlo. I know that guy. He's crazy. I swear Gazlo just twitched.
I'm hiding here.
I know you're alive. The question is, are you useful?
was that. I have plans for the both of you. There, I have extended some goodwill. You have a little goblin friend. I know how much your kind clings to each other for warmth. Now you both will do things for me. First, I will provide you with my pheromone scent mark. It will keep my loyal soldiers from attacking you. It marks you as mine.
Why are these pheromones so gross?
Pheromone marks are temporary ways that we identify groups. You're now under my command and those who respect that will let you be. Can you explain the pheromones more? This must be an odd concept for an outsider. It is very normal to us. Pheromones are marks that establish relationships between Nerubians. The strongest of us have the highest quality pheromones, show ownership of others. These new ascended Nerubians are very strong, yet they lack the ability to make pheromones. Many of the old guard, myself included, have a harder time taking them seriously. They have a fake, bizarre and manufactured power. Yet, we cannot ignore that they are formidable, and our queen has created potent soldiers. But at what cost? Our heritage of natural pheromones. What else follows that? Okay. Yeah, so, the Queen Ansurek, as we all know, did a deal with Zalatath. That deal was to strengthen the Nerubians who were on a path to decline. And pretty much these new Nerubians Anubazal is talking about are, I would say, Nerubians that have been strengthened and corrupted by the void. So they are pretty much not the same kind of Nerubians as we see before us here. Your friend complains, but my mark will keep you relatively safe, except from Zevkal's guards. They won't care about 10 marks if they are already hostile to me. So make the most of it, but take care. Zevkal has recently placed his own loyal lackeys in key positions around Siegehold. Killing them will force replacements, which will cause chaos and retraining, all of which will make Zevkal struggle. Get rid of all three. It isn't enough to inconvenience Zevkal, he should be humiliated. I already have some information, but I need more. He stores military logs in a room that is too tiny for me to access. See what information he's hiding. I'm sure there's potential blackmail material in there somewhere.
Eliminating Zevkal's lackeys is but the first move. Blackmail will be the death blow.
Oh, there's actually Delph here.
Throw together an explosive or two.
Yeah, goblins are really big on throw together an explosive. Zevkal's office. Oh, where's the stuff I need to find? Ah, there's an enemy I have to wait for here. Zevkal is ready for insignificant pests like you. Trap. Ooh, there's some herb for me to gather. I didn't need to get off my mount. Next enemy here I have to wait to respawn. Which level is my gathering? And I should stop dismounting. 73. Quite good. The drones are mine now, you're easy prey for them. Doesn't really look like I'm easy prey. Attaching yourself to Anub'azal is a dead-end path. Oh, I can't lose like this. Help, help.
Loyal voices silenced. Seems Zev Call wasn't paying attention.
I noticed you trying to defend your own obsolescence, you dusty ancient.
A little overcrawler with the Nubazol scent mark. Get whatever you were sent for and get out of my way.
Okay.
I'm out of range.
See, can I read that? Oh, doesn't look like it. Carl knows that I am involved. I wanted him to know, but he can say nothing because he's unable to make his own pheromone marks. I have used mine for his needs so far. If he admits he can't, everyone would question his authority, not to mention his status as a Nerubian. It's quite a scandal. Okay, everything is worse than what I have. Then we go for the highest selling price, even if it's just a few silver difference. There should be something I can use. Let me see. This is not blackmail material, but it is far worse. These logs of Zev cards, he is wasting numerous Nerubian lives, throwing them away like some rabid mantid. We must act. As I said, Zefkal doesn't produce his own pheromone marks anymore due to his ascension process. He's been forced to use mine. His alchemist is trying to concoct some for him, but once they do, what of me? Take those false pheromones and sneak them out of Siege-Hold. Expose Zefkal, use them. You're creative, aren't you? Just make it messy. I don't trust this big bug at all. He let me lay there ages without saying anything. But if he wants to give us access to Siege-Hold, let's use it. I saw some other people dragged away into other parts of the base. I don't think they're eating them, it looks more like they're transporting them somewhere. Let's gather them up, make a prisoner convoy and roll on out. Find me outside.
Acquire Zev Call's pheromones for me, and I'll ensure the freedom of your allies.
You've got a deal. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Don't worry, I threw down my lockpicks, also known as explosives.
Nice lockpicks.
Chariot awaits. This way, folks.
Thank goodness. If I had to listen to Baba Ganoush grind his teeth any longer. Just kidding. Let's
Aber Ganoush be grumpy. You pet the joy buzz. I think those are Dalaran inhabitants. At least know Catty Stamp Whistle. I can summon her. She is a postmaster apprentice in Dalaran. It's actually quite a fun quest regarding becoming a postmaster apprentice yourself. High Arcanist Savor and 4 times High Arcanist Salvo. This seems to be a mirror image. It stares at you calmly. Hello. I saw you earlier, Void Elf, using the last of my mana. I tried to help this group, but I am exhausted. We're close by, cloaked by greater invisibility. Have you seen Anduin? No? Is he missing? This isn't a safe place to talk. We should get moving. The invisibility is wearing off. Meet up at the transport wagons.
We're over here. We'll head to the wagons, but I hope you have a real plan in mind.
I'm here to rescue you. Pretend you are part of the next prisoner convoy.
You got it. I'll lead the way. Everybody, act super sad. Pretend someone was mean to your alpaca.
Pretend someone was mean to your alpaca. Nothing that can make you more sad than someone being mean to your alpaca. Why are you trying to run from me?
I require a target. Keep those pheromones out of Zevkal's hands. It should buy Anub'azal more time.
Oh, I have to bring those pheromones to Gazlowe. I'm sure it will be an explosive plan he comes up with for those pheromones. Oh, this is a lot of people, but they are all miserable. Fortunately, that's just the flavor we need to sell my idea. This could work. What did the general ask you to do? Zevkal's pheromone emitter. This large emitter contains Zevkal's alchemized pheromones, since he cannot create them himself. Smuggle these out? I bet we can use these later, but if we need to, we'll use them to escape. Hopefully it won't come to that. Time to get out of here with the prisoners and those pheromones. I found some convincing chains, since we have such a big group. As long as everybody stays in character, our chances look good. We've only got General Anub'azal's markers and goop for you and I, so we'll be the drones with permission. You do all the talking while I mind the cart. I hope this works. Lead us through the gate, Shadowbun. Grand escape plan is in motion. Remember to stay in character, overworked and depressed about being on prisoner duty. I am ready.
Now get a move on. We better get moving. Remember,
miserable we are? Maybe not just yet, Mira.
Maybe not ever, Mira.
Someday we have to do the main quest line in the Eastern Plaguelands. You will all love that.
Your presence has been...
Where are you taking this prisoner group? I was not expecting any transfers today. I have General Anubazal's pheromone marker on me. Let us pass.
Are your orders from Zevkal? Or Anubazal?
Who do you think, maggot?
But they look like... Never mind. Go ahead. Don't report me.
Don't report me.
Are we out? Is it safe? Can I breathe? We're out. It's safe. You can breathe.
Keep holding it for science.
I could just scream for joy.
And call all those spiders over there down on our heads.
I don't want legs on my head. Savor, you're not helping.
You mean to say when Nerubians become a playable race, Cruci? What do you mean by when we are gonna be able to play Spider Bros? Let's take a quick brief. We don't lose anyone. Yes? I'm not sure if we will ever be able to play as Nerubians. Give me spiders. Blizzard so far hasn't really been forthcoming with giving the players non-human-like races to play with. I mean, since the allied races were released for the first time in, that was Legion back then, people have been calling for the Naga as a playable race. Let's see. Burning Crusade, I know one there, at least. Of course, I get the one when no Naga are. So players want these as a playable race. And so far it didn't really work out. And I'm not sure if we will ever get Nerubians as a playable race. Realize they lack hands, but still. Well, it would be possible with these. I mean, these would be quite hard, even the little ones, their hands are not really there. But if we look at like these kinds of Nerubians, those would be possible. Problem is, those are the void corrupted Nerubians, and it's even more unlikely to get those as a playable race. These are also something players have been talking about. The name here. Let's see. Burning Crusade, I know there are some. Yeah, Shadow. Not Shadow Labyrinth. Can I crypt? Black Horse? Oh, honestly, that's less spider, so less interesting to me. Oh, are you dropping your Spider King here, Crucy?
What's the holdup?
You got lucky here. That General Anubazal is so interested in sabotaging Zefkal that it's an enemy of our enemy is our friend situation for today. I feel like this is gonna be a theme. Spiders trying to use us against each other? Ah, well. You're gonna want to take those pheromones somewhere useful, huh? You do that, I'll take these folks safely out of harm's way.
Get out there and get to it!
Let's get those pheromones before an ad break will happen in a moment.
What if I just hum a jaunty tune?
Spiders, Mira. Spiders.
We'll go ahead and meet up with this Farron friend of yours. Unless they kill each other first.
It's alright, Mira. If we see any, I'll light them up. You're so brave. I'm a postal worker. Trust me, I've seen worse than a dank cave knee-deep in spiders. Huh? I don't want them on my head or my knees.
I would like to point out that this one was not my fault.
They really like each other.
I need to target something first.
Oh, but you think a non-human ray. There's the ad. More herbs for me. Choose another specialization. Herbalism. Which pretty much means I can choose the last one. Special here. Ooh, some nice new pants. And since the ad break is over, it's time to get to Cruzy's statement. No, but you think a non-human race that isn't a traditional two-legged race is more interesting. I see, so no Spider King for you. But yeah, I can understand and see the interest in that. Would be quite cool to see a non-human race. What do you have for me? This large emitter contains Zefkar's alchemized pheromones since he cannot create them himself. What a beautiful gift. General Anubazal could be an excellent ally. I'm pleased with your work, Morsel. Closer. Come closer, Shadowbun. Don't be afraid. I have a secret to share. We've received an invitation, or rather, you have, Shadowbun. It's a request to meet with the Vizier. His name rattles even the most wealthy and powerful figures in the City of Threads. Gaining this individual as an ally could seal our victory against Ansurek's horrid little shadow for good. You're to meet them in the burrows. Use the pheromone dispenser here in my lair to make yourself enough to enter safely. Mask yourself enough to enter safely.
Suspicious invitation. But a face-to-face meeting with the Vizier could be quite the boon for my little conspiracy. And of course there's the matter of your ally. Go, see what you can unravel.
I have a little morsel all wrapped up from a corner of my web. While I share it with you, it's sure to mean your doom, little void elf. Very well, I can smell your eager impatience. I've sent that little green blob of a goblin you call Gaslow off to the northeast. He tells me the Queen and High General are marshalling their elite shock troops. No doubt they are reading the Invade Hellowfall. Scurry off to your lamplighter friend. I'm certain she will want to smash everything in sight.
Our threads will cross again.
Quests here? Doesn't quite look like it. I did say that I want to return to Dornogal after coming back to the Weaver, but since this quest will unlock a portal to Dornogal, we are doing that. We've got a lot of interesting things here. This Underkeep might be a lead I'm looking for. Who would have thought I'd be cozying up in the Nerubian's lair? The Weaver gave me a lead on how to uncover more about this Zekvir. He says there's a place called the Underkeep that might have records on him. Let's check it out and see what we can find. This might be tough sneaking into the heart of the city, but we've got to try it. Find out more about this monster Zekvir.
Interested in the unusual?
Work of the severed threads proceeds apace. As such, our patrons have decided to reward your continued dedication. Now take this and be gone. You're drawing suspicious eyes.
My kingdom forever.
Why do you follow the General? General Anubazal is the greatest of us. He shall show us the way forward towards a stronger Ashkahet. General Anubazal has won more battles for Ashkahet than any who came before him. He is a force of nature, an undying giant with unwavering convictions. I aspire to follow his footsteps one day. under his tutelage, there's a chance I might join the tapestry of our kingdom's grand martial lineage. General Anub'azal has great plans in motion for the swarmery Rak-Ush. He intends to return it to working order to support his war campaign. However, I have my reservations about the two he left in charge. Ishnal seems to have a good head on his shoulders, but Vixaron? Volatile is an understatement. They may require some prodding. Seek out Kishnal at Rak-Ush and follow up on Anub'azal's orders. If you visit Mal, it's a trade town to the southeast of here. Try some of Corby's barbecue while you're over there. Check out Mal. That sounds like a Murloc town. You're looking for work or something? Linny squints her eyes at you. If you're just hanging around, not banging around. Yeah, it's late at night and there are times like that. If you're just hanging around, I've heard some whispers from the capital. An associate of the Weaver is looking into some business in the Silken Ward. The new ward is supposed to be a fresh start for citizens of the capital, but the Queen's pale weave lashers have been treating it like a military camp. This isn't sitting well with the populace. Meet with a Nerubian named Sumlatha outside the ward. She can fill you in on the details.
Welcome, little mouse.
Let's go to the Vizier.
Expected inside the first facility on your left. Welcome. I'm Executor Mizrek, also known as the Vizier. Your willingness to meet humbles me.
My friend. You made it.
Oh, Anduin.
Sorry for the cloak and dagger. We just couldn't risk being discovered. We will not allow Zalatath to triumph.
I wish we could sit down and catch each other up properly, but as always, time is never on our side. What happened to you? How did you get here? When the Nerubians dragged me away, I thought I was done for, but instead of being taken to a prison, I was brought here to execute Nizrek. He wished to exchange words, not blows, and in doing so, I have learned that the city and its inhabitants are in dire need of aid. These aren't monsters, Shadowban, they need our help. I realize how strange this all sounds, but I speak the truth.
Deserves a chance. Inspire others to do better.
It surprises me a little to see that you've made allies among the Kaheti, Shadowban. And yes, I am alive and well. A wry smile crawls across Anduin's face. Not too much of a shock, I hope.
I do what I can. Together, we will be victorious.
That's the portal. Is that it? I sent these invitations to you and Ilaria, both. I have bet my father thought you wouldn't let such a unique opportunity pass you by. It's what sets you apart from us all. Ilaria, however, never mind. She's as cautious as she is assertive. I suppose I was hoping for the latter, but it's the former that's kept her alive. Perhaps she'll find us later on. For now, it's time you and my new acquaintance properly meet.
Executor Nizrek is one of Queen Ansurek's closest confidants.
Or so she surmises. I've been waiting.
I understand that you have not only entered into an alliance with the Weaver, but you have also parlayed with our famed General Anub'azal as well. If I were to commit my own resources, we 3 elderly Nerubians would make quite the formidable triumvirate. The players and the board are set. Now tell me, Shadowban, what game do they wish to play? The Weaver wants to take out Zalatath and free Queen Ansurek from her influence.
Time is short. Here are pheromones that will allow you into the bazaar. Apply them.
And we have to do pheromones as well, again.
But the Queen is not being influenced. She has made a choice she believes in. The Weaver will not be pleased, but Ansurek must also be eliminated.
Back away from him, creature. Now.
Ilaria.
Listen to me and lower your bow. He's an ally.
Coming at the wrong time and misunderstanding everything.
Illyria, we can end this war, but not if you loose that arrow.
Fine. But you best have a good explanation for this.
Keep your voice.
Quite the entrance. I should replicate in the next cabinet meeting. Nizrek emits a cough you may imagine might be a chuckle. Perhaps we should give them a private moment. Whilst we let them have it, would you hear out a small request of mine?
Watch where you
Like my voice acting? I didn't expect to hear that. I just try my best to sometimes give the people some kind of different voice or feeling. Although I'm sure it doesn't really work most of the time. We called you here today because it is Ascendance Day. Queen Ansurek has declared the day to revel in our newfound void-infused evolution, our ascendance. Please note my satirical nuance. All the streets are alive with festivity and joyous citizens, the Shadecasters. The games but yes too. Oh, I misunderstand something there, Lucy. But yeah, the game's voice acting is really good, far greater than my own. And also they do know to put in sound effects good as well for the voice acting, like
You're going to be interesting.
Like this little, not echo, but like this reverberation in Nizrek's voice. Usually you think 14th is better, but comparing the two, this expansion, they did real well. Yeah, I think so too, that they really set up and set a new high on this expansion. Although if you played World of Warcraft before Cruci, Wrath of the Lich King also has very good voice acting, I think. Especially Arthur's was always amazing, in my opinion. And Illidan was also quite good all the time. Rewriting the rewritten. While the streets are alive with festivity and joyous citizens, the shadecasters planted through the bazaar will be drowning the air with Ensuric's vile propaganda. Take this invention of mine, use it to override them with more illuminating information for the public.
Don't ruin my cover.
So you played in Warlords. Yeah, Warlords was not really a good expansion to start because they did some crazy weird stuff there, which honestly not even long-time World of Warcraft players understood sometimes.
I know I can help.
Fighting Ilaria was a risk, but even at this moment I feel it was worth taking. I know it was. I will speak with her on my own. In the meantime, I'd like you to venture into the city above. Pheromones Nizrek gifted you will allow access to the Umbral Bazaar. Observe the merchants, listen to the conversations, purchase their goods. This city is as vibrant as Stormwind, and its people are as worthy of freeing from abuse as our own. Experience for yourself how similar we all are.
Do what I can. Go see who the Nerubians really are. You'll be surprised. We'll meet up with you later.
So, for example, one big thing that was weird in Warlords of Draenor, in Mists of Pandaria, the last raid was Siege of Orgrimmar, with Orgrimmar, we didn't go where, Orgrimmar being the capital city of the Orcs, and this also the trolls for the Horde faction, and also being the main player hub of the Horde. And the thing with Siege of Orgrimmar was that the then chieftain of the Horde, Garrosh Hellscream, went a bit crazy and wanted to pretty much eradicate everything that was against him. So Alliance and even the Horde kinda banded together to dethrone him. So he was the end boss of the last raid of Mists of Pandaria, so pretty much he was the end boss. And he wasn't killed in the battle, rather he was spared and imprisoned. And that was the end of Mists of Pandaria. And then Warlords of Draenor happened, with Warlords of Draenor suddenly giving us the world Draenor, which is a separate world we entered. However, this Draenor is not in the same timeline as everything else, because in the timeline we are currently in, this is Draenor, the Outland. The Outland is Draenor after it was destroyed by the Burning Legion. And you can see this little thing here, this is the so-called black portal. This is a portal created by the mage Medivh, who connected the Outland with Azeroth. The other side of the portal is here. Yeah, you can even see the dark portal, not the black portal. It's here. So Medivh created a connection between Azeroth and the Outland. Now in Warlords of Draenor, suddenly the dark portal connected to another timeline and was here in Draenor. Suddenly, or connected with Draenor here in the Tanaan jungle. We see the black portal, the dark portal again. And so apparently, which I don't know for sure because it wasn't in the game, it was only told in a novel that you need to read to understand the full story, which is also really annoying. Garrosh Hellscream escaped from his prison and was pretty much the leading force in creating this weird connection with a different timeline. And he actually fled to Draenor. Draenor originally was the home world of the orcs. Before the Draenei came here and before the Burning Legion followed them. And so in this Draenor, there's the so-called Iron Horde, which is pretty much the predecessor of the Horde we know now, and made up of different orc clans. Some of these orc clans still remain to this day. Some have relocated to Orgrimmar or Durotar. Some can also be seen in the Outland. But in this time, a lot of big orc heroes still live that are dead today. So it's not only a different timeline, but also the past. And Garrosh's goal was to bring the other orcs here under his command and then come back to Azeroth to reclaim his throne as leader of the Horde. However, he was defeated finally in a duel against Thrall in Nagrand. So Warlords of Draenor really was some complicated, weird shit that most people never really understood, especially if you didn't know about that novel that depicted the stuff that happened between Mists of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor. And not even all players know about it, not even all who know about it have read it, so I can understand that it was a really bad point to start as a new player and that you had no idea about what was happening.
I will help anyone in need.
I wish we could sit down and catch each other, probably. We have better already.
Talk. I don't expect you to understand, but I just... In that moment, with the airship, maybe some part of me thought that would be enough for the light to shine on me again. That maybe if I did what my father... But the light didn't come. I found myself here instead.
His actions impressed me so much that I simply had to redirect his prison transport.
Farron told me I needed to get out of my head about everything. I think she was right. Maybe the light hasn't returned to me, but this is what I'm best at.
Allying with monsters?
Helping people. I'm not going to let Xalatath ruin a civilization, no matter how monstrous it appears.
And you feel unworthy of the light. I still don't trust these Nerubians, but I trust you. And that's enough for now.
We are in this together.
Wanna know something fun about NPCs in World of Warcraft, especially the named NPCs? Like, if I click on Anduin, he will say something.
I know I can help.
If I click again on him,
We will not allow Xalatath to triumph.
he might say something else. And if I click enough times on him,
I will help anyone in need. We are in this together. I know I can help. I've endured worse.
he kinda gets a bit annoyed.
I've endured worse. I've endured worse. I will help anyone in need.
At least for a moment.
We are in this together.
I am on the hunt. We will find Xalatath. What have you learned? My arrows strike true. I am on the hunt. 1,000 years of war, and this is how they treat me. 1,000 years of war, and this is how they treat me.
So if you click on an named NPC enough of times, they get annoyed by you and say some kind of voice line like that.
It's about time. A pleasure to meet you. How good. I was getting bored. Keep your voice down. It's about time. This is quickly growing banal. Try something different, won't you? You're going to be interesting. A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I think so too, that it's a cool feature. So you can really try it out with... Okay, that didn't get me where I wanted to. Got me outside. But I want to go... Dornogal. Where's the portal to Dornogal? Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Some characters get mildly annoyed and some characters get really annoyed by that. So you can really try it out.
My directive is to serve you. I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders. I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders. I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. I have waited for the Titans for thousands of years. I can wait longer still for you to desist.
See? That one got very annoyed. Let's see how annoyed the leaders of the Dwarven get.
Greetings, Outlander. I will answer your queries. Yes, I am the former Stone Lord. I speak for the Unbound, but they have no master.
Imagine you're just poking him. Yeah, but I think that's a pretty good description.
Speak freely and honestly. The Stonebound can shape stone with their bare hands. I'm about to use their technique on your head.
Wait, do Dwarven women have beards? Only the Earthen so far. The other Dwarven races don't have bearded women.
I attend to the archive. I speak for the machines. The machines must be preserved. What is your query? Conversation initiated. You are not a machine, but you certainly need some kind of adjustment. Directive? You have my focus.
You address the Council Ward of Dornagal.
Imagine Merrick's will get really annoyed.
Very good to meet you. I serve the Titans unswervingly. Conversation initiated. You are getting your greasy fingers on my threads. The edicts must be followed. My directive is to serve you. Return and peruse my inventory again. My thanks for your patronage.
Now let's get to the Dalaran sewer turtle. It should be here. Around there, at least. Ah, no, I shouldn't have landed here. I need to go a bit more up. Oh, the rat is back up. Turtle bobs his head at your approach. The rat is doing better. He looks at the fish bones nearby. Could one more fish do the trick? Turtle is stunned at the size of the fish. He comes to his senses and stamps his feet in appreciation. It will take time to find the rest of the family. Oh yeah, he really needs to find the rest of the family. Lucy, were you around when I showed the meaning of this rat and turtle being together here and why we definitely had to save this rat? Yeah, thanks for the love, Fumo. I think I'm gonna call it a night here, and I think it's also good to log out directly here so I don't forget again tomorrow to check on our little friends here. And maybe the other 3 turtles will return in the meantime. But until then, I hope you have a good day or good night. And I hope you had fun watching me play. Tomorrow, I think we might even be able to finish through with the campaign. Would be quite nice if we can actually do it. So let's see you tomorrow and have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.